going on, everyone? So, Luka Doncic, we saw he suffered a knee contusion, right? Which, not great. We as Laker fans would love for him to just be like, all right, I'm not going to play this season. I'm just going to go back to the Lakers and do that. But unfortunately, that's not what's going to happen, and really can't blame him. I'm seeing a lot of talk and a lot of narrative and a lot of conversation going around on people basically saying like, oh, it's selfish. Like he should be focused on the Lakers and whatnot. I mean, look, the NBA, obviously to us, is the top of the top, right? But he's representing his country, right? Like the stakes are higher than, a place that he's not from, that he's on a team that wasn't even like the one that he was mainly loyal to. Yes, he has his loyalties now. Yes, he's, there's a lot of time he's putting the Lakers first. He's doing X, Y, and Z. And I've seen people be like, how could he put the Lakers first if he's playing overseas? And it's like, okay, so Giannis isn't putting his team first. Jokic isn't putting his, every foreign European star is not putting their teams first. No, they're representing their country, right? Like this is like a big thing, right? Even for Americans, it's a big thing if you got the chance to represent your country, right? It's why most NBA players go and do so, right? And they do it for free with bells on and smiles and all that stuff, even though they're making $500 million, right, a year and crazy numbers and stuff, right? From an organizational standpoint, sure, right? Like I get why the Lakers would not want him to go play overseas. I get why no organization really wants their guy to go play overseas, because it's like, dude, we're investing, $1 billion into you over the course of your career, right? Like last thing we want you to do is go over there and have a situation like we just saw with like the knee contusion. It's like, is that something that's now going to carry over into the regular season, right? Now, luckily it's something that with rest, he just basically puts his legs up, get an ice pack, and he'll be fine in a couple days or, a week or so. But if he keeps playing on it, which he's going to, right? He's already returning to practice. He's expected to play August 28th, which is when they play their first like real game. It's like that could be something that potentially carries over into the regular season. And I mean, that injury, I as somebody that watched both Andrew Bynum injuries in real time, let me tell you, I was having some flashbacks for sure. But again, from Luka's standpoint, from the player standpoint, he's looking at it as like I have a duty, this means more than anything, right? Representing my country, winning these cups and all that stuff for my country, right? It's just why, same reason all these other stars and stuff in the Olympics and FIBA and all those other things, all those top end stars go to their countries and play for their respective teams because it means more to them. Like, yes, you don't think Luka wants to win an NBA championship? Of course he does. He's talked about, he's in the league to do so, right? He wants to win the highest award, the highest prestige. But again, like there's different levels, right? Like, it's like anything else, right? There's some things that mean a ton that you would love to accomplish, love to achieve, love anything, right? Like, you want money more than you want to achieve your goal, right? Like, no, you if you can do both, perfect, right? Luka's looking at it like, I get to do both. I get to make $500 million and I get to go and represent my country. And then I'll come back and I'll focus and we'll go win an NBA championship, right? When I'm here and I'm bought in and I'm focused and I'm locked in, and I don't mind him playing it. I don't want him personally, and this is just me personally, I don't want him personally to win it because that means he's going to play a bunch of games and then he's going to go from that into, a week later training camp, right? And then preseason, all that other stuff. And to me, this training camp in particular is so important for the Lakers because this training camp in particular is the first full training camp with Luka, right? So even from a coaching perspective, because obviously next season and the year after, like this team is probably going to look very different in the next year or two, right? But you have several guys that you're integrating right now, but in particular Luka, right? Like obviously building the chemistry with the players and the team, but more than that, just the coaching staff really kind of figuring out and learning how to properly maximize him and how do they want to kind of run the offensive schemes, the defensive schemes, so on and so forth. Luka looks ridiculous. I mean, even defensively, he was clamping folks up Now, clamping folks up in Eurobasket and clamping folks up in the NBA are very different, but still, like, it's a great sign. He was getting after it defensively, moving his feet well, staying in front of guys. He even, blocked the shot, was the help defender, switched, and was defending. Like, he was active defensively. That's really promising for this upcoming season. But, he's a guy that is, he wants to play basketball. He wants to play as much basketball as he can, right? I want him to do that because it's good for reps. It's also good for us to see, right? Like, because there are the questions of like, how is he going to look, right? Like, he's got this new body transformation. It also gives him time to kind of adjust to the new body. I mean, when you just lose 31 pounds, right? Like, it's a new, you gotta figure out, you're not able to bump guys the way you could. You don't have the weight behind you. So you gotta be more crafty. You gotta be more agile. You gotta do, so it kind of allows him to kind of, readjust, young in coming into the league, Luka, get back to being that, but also allows us from an audience perspective to kind of see, wow, this dude's torching. And he was. He had 26, 5, and 4 with 2 steals and a block in a 17-minute span, I think it was, or a 19-minute span, something like that. So, I mean, he's over here just torching and just looking every bit like the superstar that we want. So it's great to see, but obviously there's risks. But there's risks regardless, right? I mean, he could go, all these players, Kevin Durant and, LeBron James and all these guys, they're playing in, Drew leagues and at the local Y or at the Summit and all that. They're playing at all these places. Anyway, anytime you step on the court, there's a risk. Guys have gotten hurt, knock on wood. Guys have gotten hurt and just shoot around, right? It happens. Anytime that they step out on the basketball, even us, right? You going to your local park to go and hoop, you run the risk of an injury, landing wrong or just stepping awkwardly or stepping on someone's foot or whatever, right? There's a million type of things, jamming your finger, breaking your finger, right? There's all kinds of things that can happen anytime you do anything physical, right? So, the risk, obviously, as fans, we want to see be in the NBA because that's what we're passionate about. But for him, that means everything. Right, because he's representing his country. Right? It's a big difference when you're a U.S. guy and he's if he was going over there, it's dude, you're from America, right? No, he's from Slovenia, right? That's his home. That means everything to him, right? That's why it means it for all of these players. That doesn't mean that he's he doesn't want to win a championship or he's not putting the Lakers first or anything. Again, it's he has an opportunity to represent his country, right? That's why the Olympics is such a big thing. Because all these people are representing their countries, right? And you're wearing the flags, and you're wearing the jerseys, and you're wearing all these different things, and it's the accomplishment. I mean, NBA players. I mean, even the greatest players in the NBA have talked about how an Olympic gold medal meant more to them than winning even multiple championships, right? Because again, it's a grander scale. You put that flag on. All of a sudden, you're not just representing a minority, you're representing everybody, right? You're representing your country. So you want to go out there, you want to ball out, you want to perform, you want to show, right? So I don't really blame Luka for wanting to do that. As a fan, as a Laker fan, it's come on, dude, right? And there is a huge part of me that's just, lose the first 2 games in the Eurobasket and be all right, we're not making anything. I'm going home or going to the States, right? It's kind of my hope, right? Because I want him to have a couple weeks off to kind of rest, recoup, get that knee right, and then ready to go. But we'll see. Time will tell. Obviously, it's unfortunate. It's scary for us because we're please, that's the last thing this team needs. But anyway, as always, this is a discussion. I pass the question on you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments. That being said, if you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. Helps me a lot. It's me enjoy these types of videos, and I truly appreciate it. Not subscribe channel, hit that subscribe button. Turn on the bell notifications. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next one. Thank you.